JRPGs on Xbox? Such blasphemy. Cannot be. Now guys, these are your JRPGs on Xbox Game Pass coming your way. All of these games are on the service. Cue the intro. Welcome back, my fellow gamers. We're going over the best JRPGs you can play right now, part 1 on Xbox Game Pass. Why will it be part 1? As games leave and go, we're gonna make more videos of JRPGs as they come and go, as the new JRPGs get added. Hopefully, and Xbox has been increasing, getting more JRPGs, hopefully more on the service. But anyways, let's get back straight into the video, starting with Edge of Eternity. Edge of Eternity is a small indie game designed originally in France, and it's like an homage to JRPGs of old and things like that, with modern mechanics and things like that. It's a really fun combat system, beautiful open world, crystal type of, reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy, if you are used to, obviously, the king of JRPGs as we know it. And it's a really fun game to explore and experience, and it's fairly been recently added to Xbox Game Pass, and it's something really definitely worth checking out. Tales of Arise, it's an action RPG, JRPG published by Bandai Namco. It's a really fun, great combat in the game. I really enjoyed playing, and it takes you on a journey as you play with this man and woman in the story who are completely different regions. You being the man being from the Dain region, and it's more of like a medieval, not advanced technology region, and Reina's region, where she comes from, is a lot more advanced in terms of technology wise and things like that. And you two journey on this epic journey to end Reina's oppression of the Dain people. And it's a very quirky, obviously, JRPG type of style of game, story-wise, and the dialogue and goes in, which has a fairly decently story, a very good length, and it's one of the new JRPGs to be on Xbox, which we are glad to see more JRPGs coming on the service, and it's on Game Pass, and it's a game I do recommend definitely checking out while it's on the service. It's an epic JRPG to check out, and if you haven't heard of it, it's on Game Pass. Moving to Scarlet Nexus. Scarlet Nexus action RPG, also produced by Bandai Namco. And first thing I want to get over, I want to say, is that I gotta praise the combat in this game for a really designed and very well done combat. And the side missions were a little bit lacking in my opinion, but all in all, it's a great game to check out. It's a very interesting, quirky, weird story in a way of being that you're in this advanced technology age, as people have developed, as people have built substances in the brain of reality in the future, when the game is set both in the near future and alternative reality, which is a very weird, typical Japanese thing as things go on. And the humans have advanced into a lot of technology and have designed like a substance in the human brains, which they build social boundaries together and different as you progress through the game. And this leads on to obviously achieving superpowers through the game and achieving all the feats and the crazy things as you do in the game. And you all use this power to defend the human race from the mindless mutants who have evolved and things in the game, which are really great combat and a lot of fun. Also another awesome JRPG to check out, guys. To Octopath Traveler. This is one of my favorite JRPGs on this list. I originally played it on Nintendo when it came out in 2019. I got it as a birthday gift, and it's an epic callback to the old school Square Enix days of the original turn-based. Looks very familiar to the first Final Fantasy games that used to come out with the quirky small little characters that I love. And just like our epic tale, as you choose a few different protagonists as you go through the story, and epic on this journey, and everyone has its own way of doing things, and there's so much to do. And after many hours, all I want to do is come back and explore more things in the game, try a different protagonist. And it's a game I always highly recommend to people playing, with its awesome turn-based combat to the old school, with a couple of new tweaks of being modern, so it feels a lot like an old school game with a lot of modern mechanics. It's an epic journey through the game and an epic homage to old school RPGs done in modern times and modern ways with modern features. And an epic game, Octopath Traveler, you should not miss it, definitely. It used to be an exclusive on Nintendo, and it's now on all platforms, and it's on Game Pass, so I do highly recommend that. Moving on to Dragon Quest XI. Now, I thought this game will never come out on an Xbox console or things like that, especially Dragon Quest have been around. But as we got in Dragon Quest Builders, and Dragon Quest XI. It's amazing to see such a great RPG that I've really enjoyed, and a great franchise of another great Square Enix JRPG over the years. And it's also on Game Pass to definitely check out. It's been on the service for quite a while, so I do recommend checking it as soon as possible, because you never know when some of these games leave that are third-party studios. Epic combat, again, turn-based, old school, a really cool story as you play the hero and journey, try to save the world. Old school, quirky dialogue, as we always have in JRPGs and things like that, and Epic. Another epic game also to check out, another epic JRPG on Game Pass to check out. Now moving to last game on this list is Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X and X2, all together in one bundled remastered version. This is probably one of the best Final Fantasy games, if by many considered the best Final Fantasy game. It's an absolutely amazing journey as you travel, an epic story to dialogue as it when it originally came out. And to this game, I think the remaster version still holds up very well for a fairly old game, and it's done so well. It's got plenty of hours to dive into. If you want to catch all the lost eons and collect all those things, the game is massive. It's a game that will take many of your hours, and if you're looking to a deep JRPG to play, and being obviously Final Fantasy being one of the best JRPG studios that makes Square Enix's dream child, as I call it, Final Fantasy, epic game to definitely look at and play, and something that you definitely not miss on your list. If you're a JRPG fan and you're watching this video, this is definitely one of those games. So definitely should check it out. There's plenty of content in that game to look at if you never played it, and it's one of the best Final Fantasies there is. Now, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked this video. I hope you find the JRPG or a couple of JRPGs to play on Game Pass. And if you like this video, please comment below. And if you want to see more videos like this recommending certain games of certain genres, and I'll definitely see you guys all in the next